Good evening. My name is Girish Kumar Patel, and I'm a registered migration agent at Aussie's Migration and Education Consultants. Today, we are doing a live session for those who have completed the study in IT and those who have the qualifications in IT, information technology, and those who recently came in Australia to study in IT occupations, in information technology occupations. Today, this session is about how you can be eligible to apply for skill assessment, how you can make extra points related to IT occupations, what are the states and regionals are open in IT occupations, and what are the criteria to be eligible for those things. So first of all, we'd like to tell you that we start from those who have already finished the study here in Australia. Let's say there are a lot of applicants who came in here in Australia to do Master in Information Technology, Master in Information System, or Master related to any IT courses. Now, as you know that there are two types of occupation lists are there, MLT SSOL and the STSOL. Now, in MLT SSOL, there are seven occupations are there related to IT, business analysis, system analysis, developer programmer, system analysis, analysis programmer, software engineer, computer network and system engineer, and ICT security specialist. Now, ICT security specialist, recently immigration added that occupation in July 2017. So we got one more occupations in new occupational list. Now, there are seven occupations are there into the MLT SSL list, and you can make an applications under 189 visa through those occupations. Now, we start with the Australian Computer Society. Now, if you have graduated here in Australia, if you have done your Master in Information Technology or Master related to in IT, and if you would like to make an application through Australian Computer Society, you require minimum 12 months of paid experience after completion of your graduation here in Australia, or you require a professional year program. So you need a completion of your professional program here in Australia to be eligible for that particular occupations. Secondly, if you have completed your bachelor here in Australia, you also require again 12 months of paid experience here in Australia or any other countries, or you need a professional program after completion of your bachelor degree. So now, if you have, there are a lot of applicants who comes here in Australia, and they come here to do a master in IT related programs, but they also having the experience back in home. In, let's say, if they're coming from the country like India and they have studied bachelor in IT from India, and they're coming here to study master in IT related to course, they also having an experience in back home in their home country. They don't know that what are the requirements of skill assessment. Now, if you have the degree related to your IT in India, let's say if you have done your bachelor in IT, or if you have done a master in IT in India or any other countries, and if you have 2 years of paid experience, or if you have 2 years of experience back home in that country, then you can be eligible to apply for skill assessment. Now, that 2 years of experience can be a part-time or can be a full-time. So if you have a part-time experience, also you can assess through the Australian Computer Society. If you have 2 years of full-time experience, also you can do assessment through this Australian Computer Society. And then if you have the relevant points in your field, then you can make an applications for 189 or 190 visa. Now, let's say if you have recently completed here in Australia, and if you have completed your professional program, and the applicant have got 7 bands in HMOL and IELTS, so most of applicants can be eligible with 65 points, because immigration inviting in IT occupations with 65 points. So if you have 65 points in total, you can be eligible to apply for skill assessment plus invitation through the 189 visa. Now there are a lot of applicants who has got only 60 points, who has got no score 6 in each pen. Sorry, I mean who's got no score 7 pens in each module, and they have only 55 points in total, and they want to apply for applications. Now for those applicants, if you have completed your graduation here in Australia, and if you have 55 points, and if you can make 12 months of paid experience in let's say in computer network or system engineer or software engineer, there are a couple of regionals that are open in NSW itself. Let's say, for example, Far South Coast. If you talk about the Far South Coast, if you have a 2 years of paid experience, and if you have like relevant point test, you can be eligible for Far South Coast. Or in Southern Inland, computer network system engineer is open for Southern Inland. If you have the 50 points and if you have 1 year of experience here in Australia, you can be eligible to apply for Southern Inland applications. Now in IT, Victoria is also open for IT occupations, but in Victoria you need minimum 55 points for 190. You need a skill assessment. You need a minimum 3 years of experience here in Victoria with in total you need a 60 points. In addition, you also need a 7 bands in each module in Victoria. So in total, if you have 60 points in Victoria, you can be eligible to apply for here in Victoria. So there are a lot of applicants who came here in Australia to study further in master in IT, and they have studied bachelor in back home and they have any experience. So for those applicants, if you not have completed your study, or if you are recently enrolled in those course here in Australia, what you can do is you can do skill assessment through Australian Computer Society with your experience. If you have 3 years of experience in back home, and if you can get score 7 bands in each module in IELTS or PT, then you can make an application through Victoria State nomination, because Victoria is recently open with 3 years of experience with 7 bands in each module and 55 points. So for you can make an applications. You can make an applications for Victoria itself while you're studying in master in IT here in Australia. Now also applicants, we talk about the IT. Now IT is a very high demand occupations here in Australia, so I would suggest you, like those applicants who have scored 7 bands in each module, and I would suggest you, after completing your study here in Australia in master, do professional program, because at the moment they're inviting with 65 points. So and while you're doing the professional program, I would also suggest you to get an experience in your relevant field. If you have an experience in your relevant field, you can also gain extra point. Now if you want to get an experience here in Australia, you don't need to be a full-time you don't need to work here full-time. You're required to work minimum 20 hours per week and up to 12 months. Then you can get additional 5 points in that particular occupations. Now in total, if you can get 65 points, you can be eligible in future for permanent visa. Now we talk about the applicants recently who came here in Australia. Please do your skill assessment and get a do assessment if you have an experience back home, and just apply for state sponsorship, or if you have higher score, you can also apply for 189 skill independent visa applications. So thanks for that, guys. It was all about the IT occupations today. If you have any question or query, please feel to text your question or query in the message box. We'll definitely reply to you. Or please feel to come and visit our nearest office to your to your location. Please visit our immigration expert there. They will definitely help you to solve your queries. Now I got a couple of questions here, viewers, so I would like to give an answer for that one. Shaha asking for, what about 1 year or more experience in Australia during my study? Let's say if you experience during your study, but if you're studying a master, let's say if you are studying a master in IT, and if you have done bachelor back home, you can do skill assessment here in Australia. But on the base of bachelor back home, if you do this if you do the skill assessment on the base of your bachelor degree, you require minimum 24 months of experience for the skill assessment. So you need to get another 1 year of experience to do skill assessment. Now, Sonam, I have done Bachelor of Computer Application and done MBA in Sydney. Can I apply for PR? Yes, Sonam, you can apply for PR if you have done Bachelor of Computer Application from your home country. So obviously, if you have the 2 years of experience back home, on the base of your bachelor degree, you can do skill assessment, and you have done the MBA here, so you can get also 5 points from your study here in Australia. In total, if you score 7 in each band, you can make an application for a skill independent visa. Now, Saha, you're asking, during my study, if I have experience in IT, can I claim? See, if you have an experience during in IT, it depends on skill assessment authority, because when you talk about the claiming of points, immigration has clearly said that if the skill assessment authority do assess your experience and do consider that the experience as per the appropriate skill level employment, then they do claim, then you can able to claim the point for that. If and unless the skill assessment authority do the skill employment assessment. Now, BCA back home, Sonam is asking, you have done BCA back home and also have finished your TR soon, but Sonam, you require minimum 2 years of experience to skill assessment from there on the base of your bachelor degree back home. Now, Dipali is asking, UI apply on September 15, develop programmer field. When can I expect to invite the 65 points? Now, Dipali, you have lodged an application with 65 points. I would say that it may take around 3 to 4 months from the date of your lodgement. At the moment, the current waiting period is nearly 4 months to get invitation. So hopefully you will get your invitation soon. Now, Javed Patel is asking, 2 years Australia plus 2.2 Pakistan experience, 7 HP and MIT. What about my chances is 65? If you have total 65 points in software developer, you still have chances to get invitation in 189 skill independent. And I also would suggest you to lodge an application for NSW state nomination, because NSW also inviting with 70 points sometime. So you can also make an application for 190 NSW. Lodge an EUI for 190 NSW as well. Just wait till you get an invitation with 189 65 points, because the currently they are taking around 4 to 5 months to get invitation. Now, Kamlesh is asking, how about if you have 1.5 year work experience and what? Okay, Kamlesh, if you do have 1.5 years experience back home, what you can do is you require to have another 6 months experience here in Australia. In total, if you make 2 years of experience, you could do the skill assessment on the base of your bachelor degree, which was completed back home. So you can make an application through the Australian Computer Society. Now, Jagan is asking that I got a 65 points as a business analyst, but I want to change my skill assessment. I did my bachelor in IT, but I don't have an Indian job experience. Okay, now Jagan, if you don't have the Indian work experience, then you cannot make an applications, because as I said you earlier, if you make an applications on the base of your bachelor degree, you must require 2 years of minimum experience, and then you can be eligible to apply for skill assessment through Australian Computer Society. Jagan, please come and visit our office. I hope one of our migration definitely will help you to solve your queries. Now, Sid is asking, I have done Master of IT Computer Networking. Can I apply skill assessment for ICT Security Specialist, and would we be able to apply for EOI and ICT Security? Sid, it's a really good question actually. There are a lot of applicants and viewers who have this similar questions. There are a lot of applicants who say that I have done the network computer networking, but because of computer networking, it is not highly equivalent to the security specialist, because if you check the unit group, both unit group are different. So the both subjects, occupation subjects are totally different to each other. So if you are done if you are done computer networking, then I would not recommend you to apply for that. You can apply for that, but you need to check the subjects, how many subjects you have completed equivalent to the ICT security specialist. So please visit our office and definitely check your subjects through one of our expert migration agent. They will definitely let you know that whether you can be eligible to apply for the ICT security specialist or not. In addition, even though if you apply for ICT security specialist, you can get an invitation with 65 points. So you can also be eligible to apply for computer network system engineer, because they're also inviting with 65 points. You can have the 2 skill assessment at the same time. So you can also try for the second ICT security specialty occupations as well. Usman is asking, can you please advise for bachelor's in networking? Just recently graduated. Now, Usman, I would suggest you just get 7 months in each module minimum, and do your professional program. And in case if you're able to find a job in your relevant field in networking, I would suggest you go for an experience, just get an experience as well while you're doing your professional program, because at the moment immigration is inviting with 65 points, but in future we don't know, maybe it come with 70 points. So try to get as much as point you could. You can also do the NAATI exam. So by having an extra points, you will have the higher opportunity to get invitation in future. Neeraj. Now Neeraj is asking that, hello, I have bachelor in computer applications from home and has done master of commerce with major business information system. I'm on graduate visa right now, expiring 2019. Can I apply for straight away as I cannot find a job in IT graduate visa? Now, Neeraj, what you can do is, first of all, as I said earlier, you require minimum 2 years of experience on the base of your bachelor degree. If you have any volunteer experience or any paid experience, you can do skill assessment through the Australian Computer Society. Also, on the base of Master of Commerce with major in Business Information System, what you can do is, on the base of information system, if you can apply for professional program, because you have major subjects in you have most of your subjects are completed in system analysis. If you can do the professional program, and if you try to get higher point in IT in system analysis, you would have a chance for that. In addition, you require 2 years of experience to do skill assessment through your bachelor degree, which was completed in your home country. Now Raghava asking, I applied EY last year October in computer network with 60 points. What are my chances? Now Raghava, I don't think so they will invite you with 60 points, because most of applicants are inviting with 65 since July round, since the round was open this year, July 2017. And as I don't think so it will open again with 60 points. I would suggest you do a professional program. If you can do a professional program, that would be better. Or else you can also get an experience. You can try to find a job here in Australia and try to get a experience for 12 months and try to get a higher point in occupation. So you can also apply for 189 visa, or you can be eligible to apply for region sponsorship as well. Now, Fanendra Reddy is asking, I had applied for EY for computer network with 65 points in May 2017. When I expect to my invitation? That's a good question. You apply in May because they were invited in March, April. So hopefully within 1 month you would get your invitation, Mr. Reddy. So please wait for that. You would definitely get your invitation within 1 month as per the current scenario. But if you're not, but definitely you will get invitation with 65 points. So just wait and watch. You definitely will get invitation for that. Now Priyanka is asking for the I have cert 3-4 diploma, advanced diploma degree, bachelor in hospitality and tourism. Now Priyanka, if you're on temporary residence visa and if you have done certificate 3-4 diploma degree in hospitality, I would suggest do the job ready program in TRA, because as a chef, if you do job ready program through the TRA, you have really good chance to get invitation in chef occupation, and it's a high demand occupation in Australia as well. So please do job ready program for that particular occupations. Now Pushpa is asking, hi, I'm doing master of project management. What should I do? Try if I'm eligible for. See, project management is not in the list for permanent residence visa, so it's better you do any other course which related to permanent residence visa, but this course doesn't relate to the PR at all. Now Priyanka Nera, you have 2 years of Australian experience in Cook. Okay, if you have 2 years of experience here in Cook, you can do the job ready program. If you're on 457 visa or anything, if you can do a job ready program. If you have the experience here in Australia in Cook, you can also apply for direct skill assessment. So you can be eligible to apply for permanent visa as well. Anju saying, hi, can you suggest that if someone has done Master of Management Information System, can I apply for? Anju, no, if you have done Master of Management Information System, you cannot be eligible to apply for ICT Security Specialist, because ICT Security Specialist has got a different kind of subjects, different kind of syllabus, so ACS will not assess under the ICT security specialist occupations. If you want to check the what kind of subjects you must have completed, please go the guide. Please check the guidelines, ENSCO information. If you go in ACS, you can see the ENSCO information details, and they will tell you what kind of subjects you must have completed there to do skill assessment in ICT security specialty. But if you have done Master of Management Information System, you cannot do the skill assessment in ICT security specialist. Now Maninder is asking, I have done bachelor in computer application from India. Yeah, Maninder, if you do have experience back home in India after completion of your study or during your study, if you have experience in IT, you can do skill assessment through Austrian Computer Society. Now Sultan is asking, I'm doing Bachelor of Information System, graduating in Feb 2018. What's the procedure after to apply for PR, and it's necessary to do professional? Now, Sultan, if you're doing your Bachelor of Information System here in Australia, it's not mandatory to do professional year, because if you have the experience, if you have 12 months of paid experience after completion of your graduation here in Australia, then you can still apply for skill assessment. Because if you have completed Bachelor or Master here in Australia, you must require 12 months of minimum part-time or full-time experience or professional program. So you can choose any of those options. So on the base of that option, you can apply for skill assessment, and then after you can be eligible to apply for permanent residence visa. Because to do skill assessment, you must require either one experience or professional program. Okay, what Amit Patel is saying, what about nursing in future? Nursing, Amit, nursing is very good option at the moment. I would suggest concentrate on the nursing occupations and complete your study and apply for skill assessment and apply for permanent visa, because nursing is a high demand occupation here in Australia. Amar is asking, graduation in accounting. Amar, if you are studying in any regional area, like if you're studying in Tasmania, Canberra, or Darwin, you have really good option to apply for state nomination through those states if you have completed 2 years of study on those states. If you're not, you require 75 points 75 points to apply for permanent resident visa through the 189 visa. Now Lati saying that I got 457 intention of cancellation, but I already applied 190 visa August 2017 on bridging visa. Okay, so if you already apply for 190 visa, and if you have got intention to cancel off your 457 visa, because you already got NOIC later, so you need to reply that NOIC later within the 5 working days. And obviously NOIC, you get a NOIC later on 457 by having a 2 condition: either you're not working with the same employer, or else either you're working with another employer. So if you are working with another employer, if you're not working with an employer, then you need to reply that what was the reason that you were not working or you are working with another employer. So reply those queries and see what result you're getting. In addition, if you apply for 190 visa, and if your bridging visa A has been already issued, your bridging visa A might be converted in bridging visa E. Piyush R. Patel saying, what are the documents need for the job experience from India? See, to do skill assessment, you just need the reference letter with the details, duties, and descriptions. That reference letter must stating that you must have worked minimum part-time or full-time. Your reference letter must stating that the start date to finish date, and it must be approved by the HR team. So to do skill assessment, you just need a reference letter, and that has to be certified from the legal practitioner or any other MRI agent. They can do the certify, and if you submit those documents along with the passport and transcript and your bachelor degree certificate, you can make an application for ACS. Ali Khalid saying, do you think there will be a chance in accounting before next year June? What about if someone made 75 points next year? See, Ali, I can't answer this question because we don't know what's going to be happening in near future, because at the moment they are inviting with 75 points. So if this will continue happen, then you would definitely get an invitation in June. but we can't say anything about this occupation at the moment. Yasser Arfat saying that what's the IELTS score required to apply for PR after completing 2 years on 4-5 visa? Now, Yasser, from July, 1st of July 2017, if you're applying for ENS under TRT stream, you require minimum 6 bands in each module. And if you have 5 years of study in English medium, you can get waiver for that. But please check what kind of study must be there. So make sure you double check with your registered migration agent that what kind of course you require to study to get a waiver for 16 each pen in IELTS. But for your question, you need only 6 pens in each module in IELTS or equivalent to PT. Piyush saying that I've got a 3 years IT job experience and I've finished my master in IT, got 7 HP in PT as well. Piyush, if you have got 3 years of job in IT experience, Victoria State is open at the moment. I would suggest you apply for Victoria State nomination because if you have 3 years of experience, they're asking for 3 years of experience plus 55 points plus 7 each pen. So Victoria State is very good option for you. Now Neelam is asking, while studying, if we are doing a job in the same IT field, will it be counted as experience, and can we get a point from that? Yes, Neelam, you can get a point, but make sure because while you're studying here in Australia, and if you're getting an experience in IT, make sure you make an application on pre-qualification experience can be considered that, but make sure when you apply for an application through ACS, Australian Computer Society, they must assess the employment, and if they do assess the equivalent to your requirement, then they can claim the point for that. Let's say if you have done bachelor in IT from back home, and if you do have, they require minimum 2 years of experience, but as per that deemed date guidelines, they do deduct that 2 years of experience. So make sure you require little bit extra experience to get a 5 points or to get a points for the here in Australia. Omar Mohammed is asking, is there any chances for accounting of 190 to get PR on 65-71? Say, Omar, we haven't got any invitation yet so far from the NSW with 70 points or 65 since last year. I would say that since January this year. So it's been more than 9-10 months. We haven't got any invitation in accounting from NSW. So we're not sure about the NSW invitation yet. If anything becomes in accounting, we'll definitely update on our Facebook page. Please keep checking our Facebook page. Sangeet is asking, what about the state sponsorship from Canberra? Now, Sangeet, if you have studied there for 1 year minimum, or if you have plus while you're studying over there, if you have the full-time 38 hours per week job experience in skill level 1 to 4, then you can make an application to state sponsorship in Canberra. Or else, if you have studied there for 2 years minimum, you can directly apply for state nomination through Canberra. Sultan saying, if you have lost the EOI and waiting for the invitation and your TR expired, do you have to apply for another visa? Yes, Sultan, because EOI is just applications, it does not grant any kind of bridging visa. So to stay in this country lawfully, you must require to apply for any kind of visa which allow you to stay in this country. I have Levlin Kaur saying that I have completed MBA last year and now I'm TR expiring next year. I'm thinking to study again to be eligible for PR. What course can I relate with it? See, Levlin, that's a good question. Actually, depends. You should do the study which is related to your previous study. Your previous study. But there are a lot of courses out there which are in high demand. What I suggest you just go and visit one of our migration register agents. They will definitely help you to find those kind of courses for you. JP saying that, can I fetch 5 points for an Australian study as I've done certificate for in accounting and diploma of accounting altogether 2 years in and nominal occupation? JP, it's one of the good questions. There are a lot of applicants who are asking this question that you have done the bachelor from back home and you have got skill assessment on the base of your bachelor degree and you have done the graduation or maybe another certificate kind of courses here in Australia in different field. Yes, if you have 2 years of 92 weeks minimum study together, if you have 2 years of study here in Australia, minimum 16 academic calendar month study here in Australia, you can able to claim 5 additional points of your study. So you can claim that 5 points if you have in total 2 years of study here in Australia. Doesn't matter what occupation what occupation you're applying to for permanent residence visa, because it not must be related to each other. Because when you apply for 5 points, you must have 2 years of study here in Australia. Simajit Singh, that can you apply for state sponsorship without experience? Simajit, depends on what state you are applying. You can be eligible to apply for state sponsorship unless the NSW does not asking for any kind of skill, any kind of experience in your occupations. So there are a couple of states out there who does not require any kind of experience to be eligible for particular occupations. So it depends on what kind of states you're applying for. Now Chirag is asking, recently completed professional year, so what's the best option for PR? I'm working in IT field. Chirag, if you have got 65 points in total, you could get innovation in related IT occupations, but in system analysis or business analysis, you need 70 points to be eligible for 189 visa. If you have an experience in IT field as well as in computer network system engineer, there are a couple of regionals are open for this particular occupation. So if you have less point in your in total to be eligible for 189, then you can apply for regional sponsorship application with 50 points. Ali Khalid, what is the wait time in accounting? 75 points. There's no specified wait time for the accounting, but usually they do get innovation within 2 to 3 months. It may take longer, depends how many applications they have received so far, but 3 to 4 months you would get innovation with that one. Suraj Bhandari say, how long does it take to get innovation? Apply for UAV 65 in IT computer network system on September 9. Suraj, it will take a time to get invitation, because you lodged application recently. So because they are inviting with the March-April applications, so assume that it would take around 3 to 4 months to get invitations. Now, guys, we have received so many questions in our inbox and through the message. Thanks for having me here today, and thanks for watching this video. We'll definitely try to answer all your queries through the Facebook. In addition, if you have more queries or questions, if you want to come and meet physically, please come and visit our nearest office in any office in Australia. We do have 6 offices across the country, so you can come and visit our nearest office. Our registered migration agent will definitely help you to solve your queries and questions, and they will help you to give the better option in IT related occupations. Viewers, please visit once, because if you have done, let's say we have got a lot of questions related, like those who have done bachelor back home and done master here and not having a professional program, you can still be eligible to apply for PR. Please come and visit our office. We definitely help you to solve your queries and definitely help you to give the options to apply for permanent residence visa. Thank you very much, guys, and please watch our next live session. We will be live for next session soon in this week again. So please, if you have any question, you can also put your question over there on live session. Thank you very much, everyone.